I was 36 when I found out that I had cancer. And then it became a little harder than I thought. And I really saw it more so in our two little girls. They were ages 6 and 10 at the time. They wouldn't sit next to Dad on the couch anymore. They'd ask if I was ever gonna play with them again, things like that. And then I think the deal breaker was one day we got a call from her principal at school, and the principal said, "Hey, Emerson won't come out to recess. She's scared if she hugs people or touches them that she's gonna give them cancer." I was like, oh wow, like our kids don't understand, what cancer is, how it works, and we need some support and help. So we were offered that from the Duke Cancer Institute and through a program called KidsCan that helps them deal with emotional things while they're dealing with cancer in the family, and be amongst peers just like themselves going through the same experiences.
My name is Laurel Engel, and I am the KidsCan Clinical Coordinator at UNC Rex Cancer Center. I was part of the KidsCan program when I was 10 years old. My dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, so I'm part of the first group of KidsCan kids. Because of KidsCan, that really brought me to my career path and doing my dream job. So KidsCan really gave me a place that I could connect with other kids who understood what it was like to have a parent going through cancer. I felt like that was my KidsCan family. I had that connection, I had that support. And so I went on to go to school to become a licensed clinical social worker so that I could be that person and create those spaces for other kids and families going through their own cancer journeys.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer when I had just turned 5 years old. And right away they told her about KidsCan because she had 3 young kids. They took all of us at a young age and sat us down, and they were like, this is why your mom doesn't have energy sometimes. This is why she's feeling a little bit ill after her treatment, and made cancer make sense to such a young kid. They gave me a community and a place that really understood what I was going through.
For us and our family, it was definitely a game changer to know that my girls and my wife were being supported in the ways that I couldn't provide at that time, and allowed me to focus on my battle at hand with cancer. Our youngest daughter actually came up with a nice quote that she wrote on some art piece, and it said, no matter what, love and her best friend Hope are by your side. And I think a lot of that was from the help and support that she had, right? And it was pretty cool to see things like that come from a little kid that you wouldn't expect, right? So it's definitely made us live in the now a little bit more than we used to. Life's precious. Hug them every night and tell them you love them, because you just don't know.
Whenever my mom did pass away, my dad did not know how to tell us that the time was coming, that she was going to pass away. So they talked to our KidsCan facilitator, and she sat us down with our dad and said, your mom doesn't have many more days to live. They had a long discussion with us, and they gave us teddy bears, and they're like, you can squeeze this anytime that you miss your mom. This is for you. So from beginning of her diagnosis to the end, they were there for us, and they're still here for us to this day.
Torry and Terrence's love for the kids and the families, I think, is shown through and through, and I so appreciate that now, I think even more so as an adult, seeing the efforts that these guys went to make sure that all the kids really feel special.
The cool thing about Torry and Terrence is they treat the KidsCan families just like their own. They're really big on family. The memory-making events we do are so personal and special. One of the greatest fulfilling things so far at the Holt Brothers Foundation is a newer initiative that started about 5 years ago, and that was scholarships. And the first year that we did that, and you saw those kids just, smile, and the change that made still in their life, whether their parent was still around or their parent had, passed on, was a pretty special moment.
Our dad was working constantly to pay for things in our lives, but this scholarship has helped me so much to be able to afford my education. This scholarship means more to me than I could ever express. The Holt Brothers, I actually hear from them and other people in the organization that have impacted me. They have remembered me year after year as the girl who's studying this, that wants to be a chiropractor, and who's on the dance team, and they ask about how things are going in my life. It's incredible that they actually care about the success of the people who are receiving the scholarship. So I definitely say I'm impacted financially. I don't know if I would be at Lindenwood University without this scholarship, but I also feel impacted just emotionally and feel very supported by the Holt Brothers Foundation.
There are probably over 3 million kids with families battling cancer right now in need of support. We can only help, a small amount. We'd love to expand our reach and make a positive impact in so many more children's lives so that they can live the life and the dreams that they want to in their life for the years to come.
It truly is a significant, such a special organization. The impact they've made on me is gonna last my entire lifetime.